Indeed. Well, show might be the morning show, depends on where you are. Thank you. Can you all hear me all right? Are you receiving me, Prasanna and Sanika and Kunal and because even where I'm not at the ground, but the rain is coming down all over England right now. It's miserable, it's grey, it's heavy rain everywhere. And we knew this was coming. We knew the rain was coming, which has obviously affected today's play. But before all of that, before the rain started coming in, the lights started coming in, playing factors, we did see our boys back. We did see them in play. Let's start, Kunal, let's start with you, sir, if you don't mind. What did we see? Because we were all so confident this morning. And I heard a few commentators say, whatever we were at 97 for 1. And we're like, 97 for 1 is okay. But he said, more wickets, it's a different story. And now we're living that story.
Exactly. I mean, really disappointed by the way we lost those wickets. Till the last ball before lunch, it was all perfect. And then that one poor shot by Rohit. And then afterwards, 2 immediate deliveries. And Virat, Pujara both get out. And Rahane's run out was the most disappointing one. I mean, who gets run out in a test match in such a situation? You don't need those quick runs. It's not a limited overs match. You don't have to go for those quick, singles and doubles for that. So and in fact, this was a second chance where he got run out. There was first opportunity where he was saved. So it's just disappointing.
And plus the rain.
Yeah, but okay, Sanika, why? Why did he run then? We know this is Test cricket. We've just been saying the same thing. We've been saying, hang on, England weren't ready. England are playing like they're playing in 100. England got their tactics wrong. And now we've gone and done the same thing.
Literally no
idea. Actually, we don't know exactly what was in his mind, actually.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense, actually. In fact, even watching Rishabh Pant getting for those, good shots was just weird. Even the commentator was mentioning, does he know the situation of the match? So just not sure what's happening. Probably some decision from the management. Probably they knew the weather forecast and they wanted to get some quick runs, which didn't really, go in our favor. That might have been the only justification for Rishabh's batting and Rishabh's risky batting and Rahane's, quick runs as well.
I mean, before lunch, I was happy because there were fours and all. And then after lunch, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Seriously.
For me, it's usually the other way around. Before lunch, I'm unhappy. And then once I'm happy, I'm happy. Not in this case. Not in the cricket sense. Prasanna, what did you see out there? Let's talk about Rahane from you, Prasanna, as well. Just to finish that point off. What did you see in his play? Why did he run? We know this is Test cricket and he shouldn't be doing that.
I mean, this is not the first time, is it? I mean, we have seen it multiple times. Even we saw in Australia, I think it was in Adelaide when he ran out Kohli. I mean, in a test match, you hardly see a run out. And when he ran like that, I was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, seriously. And like, yes, you can run fast. Yes, I know you're quick between the wickets. But in test cricket, is these type of risky singles necessary? Not really. And especially given that we lost 2 wickets in 2 balls, 2 of our most key batsmen, that was totally unnecessary. I think he should have stayed on. And that's been the problem. We seem we are in a good situation, and then we just give it away, and that's been the problem for a while now.
Yeah. In fact, the only reason why we are not under pressure right now would be we can bat deep this match. There are, I think, till number 8 we've got batsmen. So luckily,
the score isn't that much.
What?
Score
isn't that much. It's only 183. It's not like 300 or something like that.
Yeah, that's the only reason why we're not that disappointed. But then, honestly, we should have been a lot better position by the end of today's play.
Yatan, tell me your thoughts on Kohli. Let's start with you about Kohli because, again, I mean, I'm imagining if I was Kohli now, I'd be disappointed on how he went out. Would you not agree?
Well, it's disappointing indeed. When Rohit and Rahul played, they absolutely told us what's the way to play in foreign condition. You always wait for the ball. You never push. You never push for the shot. You allow the ball coming towards you. If you see the dismissal of Pujara and both Kohli, both were standing on the 3rd stump and the ball was nearly on the 4th or 5th stump, and there was indeed no need to go towards that ball. You could have either left that way going and that couldn't have troubled anyone. On the delivery which Pujara got out, it was not a wicket-taking delivery. So really disappointed with the way Pujara got out. Again, Kohli, he looks to get off strike in some strike. He loves to dominate, but this time it didn't help his way. So it's a bit disappointed. But looking at the scorecard which England has, the collision is always on the card. So still we have got quite few players who can bat. We have got KL Rahul, who is looking in some solid touch. We have got Rishabh Pant, who is playing some scary shots, but hopefully he just plays the way he has been told to. And we have got Jadeja, and it might be a surprise package. Shardul Thakur bats the way he bats in Australia.
Yeah.
And I just want to read out a few messages here. We had Vernatha, who was on the show earlier, who said, everything is so disappointing. But she said, Prasanna, why are you so serious? Maybe like Prasanna, your mood is central to everyone's mood right now. Can we see Prasanna's face? Or are you disappointed, Prasanna? Are you that angry that you can't bring yourself to smile?
I mean, I'm kind of accustomed to see games like this where we are in a leading position, we are in a commanding position, and we just throw it away. And I kind of refer it not as the Indian cricket team, I refer it as the charity cricket team, because we literally give away things. And that's been a problem. I mean, Pujara, like Yatharth said, and over the last few test matches, Pujara has not been playing with a straight bat. He's playing with an angle bat. And when you play with an angle bat, you will definitely get edges. And yes, it was a great delivery by Anderson, but if he plays with a straight bat, he's not getting out. Kohli again, we see the fifth stump, sixth stump line giving him problems. I mean, 2014 series, we saw him getting out like that to Anderson so many times, and then he corrected his technique by playing a bit outside the crease. And then 2018, Anderson didn't get him out. We're all talking the big battle, Kohli Anderson. Kohli says he'll bat, and then what does he go and do? First ball outside off stump. He doesn't need to play that. Pokes at it. Easy catch to Josh Butler.
So this is. I can see your disappointment, and I'm sure. No, I can see that your disappointment reflects probably how a lot of people are feeling. But it is early days. It's so early days. Aren't we all just getting our rhythm right now? England included. You know, we know that they're coming out the 100 as well. Is it too early to judge, Yatharth, on the play?
Well, definitely. You know, the position in which we were. You know, we were 97 for 1, and just before 1 over of lunch, we got Rohit Sharma, you know, back in the pavilion, and that I believe that was the most disappointing, because he battled so hard. And when it was a time for him to enjoy, we saw how KL Rahul is enjoying his innings. You know, he's just flourishing like nothing. And I was really happy that I'm going to see someone like Rohit Sharma who's just going to explore. But he got his wicket on the wrong time. But you know, this is Test match cricket. You know, why this game is so much loved, because each team has a chance for a comeback. You know, it's one good session or a one good spell, or like just, you know, a one good ball. You know, you got Pujara out, then you got Kohli, and then you got a run out. So that's Test match. You know, these things are going to happen. But you know, I'm really happy to. I'm excited to see, you know, how Virat Kohli come back, because we know what he is going to do. He has a caliber to prove himself, and just excited to see how he bounce back.
What are you hoping he'll do? What are you hoping to see in that play, in that tactic, in that strategy? What's he going to do when he comes out?
Well, first of all, you know, the major thing is from here, if we get onto a lead of 100 to or above 120, maybe, you know, getting them out again. And if we get a target below 200, then Virat Kohli, the chase master, he's just going to steal the team back.
Okay, all right, guys. I'm going to come back to your thoughts on what Kohli and even some of the rest of the guys need to do now. But let's cross over to the Bharat Army boys who are at the ground. This is what they had to say about the day's play. Check it out.
Hey guys, we're live at the ground, end of the day, day 2. Rav, go on mate, how do you think it's gone?
It started really well, 97 for no loss. I think clearly England came back really strongly. Jimmy, 2 brilliant wickets. Kohli, obviously...
14 runs, 4 wickets.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think obviously as we kind of try and build a lead, we kind of lost a few wickets. So the key is to get in front of England, try and get 250 to 270 and get a good lead to take into the third innings.
How do you feel? What were your thoughts after?
I'm feeling still positive.
Good.
Although the weather's not been on our side, we still haven't gone behind yet. We got hope. We've got 5 wickets still to go. Six.
We
Yeah,
got another one.
yeah. And
Bunt is still in. Yeah.
you know what? You don't know what he's gonna do, and I've got faith in Pant and Jadeja as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about KL Rahul's innings so far?
So far, so good. I can't complain about him, and he was the third choice. So luckily, he did well. The boys did well.
We were talking about some of his drives earlier, man. They were looking beautiful.
Absolutely sublime. The on drive that he played, shot of the day. It's just good to see him have his confidence back. We all know that he's got a good technique. We know he's a player that can give a lot to the team. And in red ball cricket, we know he can add a lot of value. So, hopefully he can kick on from here and have a huge series.
So tomorrow, guys, well, it's rain just got heavier. Apparently, it's like this all day tomorrow as well. Are we going to get a result? Like, how do you think tomorrow's going to go? What's the impact?
Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to go to 5 days, but it's going to be rain affected.
Yeah. Think we'll get a result, Rav?
Yeah, no, I'm still confident. I think getting England out on day one took us ahead of the game a little bit. So we just need to bat well, get a lead, and then I think we can get England all out under 200 again.
Before we wrap up, do you not feel that after the first 4 sessions we had, game's now even? No. We had a big chance of only batting once, and now...
No, I'm not sure the game's even yet because India don't have that many runs to get over a deficit. If they can get a lead of 60, 75, I think they'll be bossing the game.
Yeah, I still think we've got the edge at the moment as we stand.
Good. Absolutely. Cool. Oh, guys, we're going to wrap up for today. See you guys back at the ground tomorrow morning, live from Trent Bridge. Thank you very much.
No respect for the cameraman whatsoever there. If my kids could do the same, they'd do it right now. Just to mess with me. They would happily do that. Play has officially just been called off now. The time in the UK is coming up 6 o'clock. There's 10 to 6 in the evening. They could have played till 7:30 in the end. They'd have to be on the pitch by 7. So we could have got a bit more. But like Amish said there, rain really playing a big factor, and it will do, ladies and gentlemen. It will do for the next few days, which we kind of used to with the WTC. Rain played a big factor there as well, but it affects both teams in different ways. This is what it's about: how they adapt, how they change their play, how they adapt. India adapt from their strategy from earlier on today to the next time they're batting. So we want to focus on moving forward now. What we're doing now, because we know the guys have gone for it. They've tried to get that win, that early win, and that's what's kind of set them up. But what do they do now, Kunal? What do we do?
So before that, I think people might be wondering where did the third guy go. So Yatar just messaged over here mentioning his laptop got discharged, so he'll probably not be able to join right now. But anyway, answering your question again, let's take it one session at a time. Tomorrow, first session, very crucial. Please don't lose wickets. And in case you lose a wicket on the last ball before lunch, don't collapse after the lunch. After the next session starts, like today. I feel still the match is very much in our hands if we bat well, because these two are proper batsmen who are on the crease right now. It's not like, we're expecting our bowlers to do it. So if Rishabh and there's Jadeja, there's Shardul as well who can bat. If these batsmen can hang on to the crease, there's KL as well who's totally in good form right now. If they can survive and show it, that's the beauty of Test cricket. Two players can actually take the game away from England as well.
So would you agree? We have got the edge at the moment. That's what they're saying. That's what the guys on the ground were saying. They're saying, they're still feeling positive. We have still got the edge. I don't know. I know Prasanna's probably not as confident as that, but let me hear from Sanika. Sanika, would you agree? Have we got the edge at the moment?
Yeah, actually, we have an upper hand in this game because we have
five batsmen left.
Yeah, five, and they are all good.
Yeah.
And we have little less margin to less trail.
Yeah.
So I hope that rain doesn't happen.
Yeah, if rain might, so it depends. I mean, if we are in a winning position, then rain might be a spoil sport. If we are in a losing position, then rain might be very useful to us. So
if you are losing, please rain, please.
Okay, so right. I don't know what to pray for now. What am I praying for? Rain? You're confusing me. I'll pray for everything. Just give us every weather in the world. Prasanna, everyone wants to be more positive. You don't have to be positive. You just have to be honest. How are you feeling?
I feel we still have a slight advantage. I would say 60-40 in our favor. If we hadn't lost these crucial wickets, we would have had more an advantage. And that's the thing. When you when England took the wicket before lunch, before that their tails are down and we are on a high because we are in a commanding position. But that wicket before lunch probably boosted them a little bit, and they came out all guns blazing in the next session as we saw 3 quick wickets fell. So that's the impact one can a wicket, a small lapse of concentration, because that was what it was. It was a lapse of concentration for Rohit Sharma, not playing it out till the lunch session. I think there was probably like 1 or 2 hours left at max, so he could have just played it out. And yeah, we all know he loves to play the pull shot, but it brought his downfall this time. And I just want a batsman now to be calm and not just go for everything, play out a few overs, because this is Test cricket. You don't need the urgency to score runs. And the good thing for us is, as they all said, the deficit is still now about less than 60. So I hope we can get a lead of 60-70, and then our target, we will be batting second. I think we will bat second. So if we set a target, I don't want the target to be more than 150, because if the target is more than 150, it will be very difficult for us.
Right. Okay. It's such a fine balance, isn't it? Playing, Test cricket, where we want the runs. This morning we're all going, come on, Kohli, get your 100 and all that kind of stuff. So that pressure is always there for runs, but it's very gentle. I'd imagine, not that I've done this for a long time, it's a bit like trying to talk to a girl in a nightclub. You want to make the move, but you don't want to be too eager. So it's a long game. You want to show her that you're in it for the relationship, but yet you're also, you'd hope she's going to go out with you tomorrow. I'm sure you can relate with that, Prasanna. Is it the same when you're trying to approach a date? Is that the difference here?
I've never done that, so that's a wrong point. I have played plenty of cricket here, so I can kind of correlate to what you're saying. It's a question. Okay. It's a question. Yeah, I mean, it's always a question of stick or twist, like if that's what you meant.
Yes, it is. It is, yeah, and I'm sure. And I'm sure you can stick and twist. You can do both. I'm sure, Prasanna, you have it in your repertoire. So final thoughts from you guys, Kunal and Sanika as well, before we wrap up for the evening. I know it's late where you are. How are you feeling now, going into tomorrow? What needs to be done? What needs to be said? And just your final thoughts, please.
Actually, I feel if we are not getting Virat's or Rohit's century, let's hope KL Rahul gets a century, because he has already got half century, 57.
Yeah.
So I hope he gets 100.
Hopefully that will be a big plus, because that will also cover our deficit a lot. We're almost those many runs short from starting with a lead. So hopefully we'll get a lead by tomorrow, and if rain doesn't play a spoil sport, we might actually be in a good position by end of day 3.
Yes. Yeah, well, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Exactly that. So fingers crossed, keep playing the games, build up those points, and play at the right pace. Would you not say, Prasanna? That's really what's key here. That's been the crux and the flaw for both sides.
Yeah, and that's why Test cricket is won or lost. You win small portions of Test matches, and that can eventually win you the Test match. And we have seen that fine margins can make a big difference. And I just want bat out the session first thing. Hopefully, if rain does stay away, bat out the session. Try not to lose any wickets. Try to wipe out the deficit first thing in the morning, and then see how we can go from there. Because I think till about our score is about 250 or 270, we have to bat a bit cautiously, and after that we can then say, okay, Jadeja, Thakur, if they come next, free your arms and get the score up as much as possible, because anything after that is an added bonus and will be more runs for England to get, because they know they'll be a disadvantage of batting second, as they're literally starting at suppose the lead is 100, their score is starting at minus 100. So even if they score 200, our target will be only 100. So that's how we should approach the game, slowly, steadily. Don't give away wickets in the quest of going for runs, because our deficit is not that too much. We're not chasing, let's say, a 300 or a 400 score. It's only 183. So that's how we need to approach the game, and hopefully we can get a result out of this Test match. Hopefully we can start with a win.
I like it. So really what you're saying, Prasanna, is you've just come out of a relationship. You're not looking to run into another relationship. You don't need to approach that girl. You can just stand at the bar, look cool, and just wait and see if she sees you. I like your style. I know that's what you're saying, Prasanna, even though you're pretending that you don't hang out in nightclubs.
I don't lie.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a good
okay.
boy. He's like, my parents are watching. My future wife is gonna be watching. Okay, I'm sorry. He's a good boy. He's never done that kind of thing. Guys, thank you as always. Love talking to you guys. Love your passion. Love it. Oh, hold on. What are you going to do tomorrow if there's no play? Prasanna, what are you going to do?
Uno.
We can start playing some card games. Yeah.
Right, card games is up there. Prasanna, what will you be doing?
Actually, play starts at here at 5 a.m. for me, so I'll get some extra sleep.
Oh, cool.
And another way is I'm actually taking off work tomorrow because I got an appointment at the driver's license office. So yeah, that's probably my day sorted.
Lovely. So there you go. If there is no cricket, what we'll do is we'll get a little drone just to follow Prasanna around, and we'll bring you live updates. Yep, the driving license has been done. It's all sorted. Okay, we'll get live confirmation. We'll get Issa Guha down there by the pitch side and Harsha Bogle just following you around, commenting on your driving license. Love you guys. Thank you so much as always. Have a great evening, and hopefully we'll see you. We'll be talking about the cricket tomorrow, but either way, we'll see you in the morning for another Fan Doosra. Thanks again to Dufa News and everybody who's been commenting and messaging along with the show. Catch you tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you.